Hey guys, it's me, Nick, aka Loadedwombat, and I get a lot of questions almost every single stream about my audio setup and how I get it to sound crisp and clear, and so we're gonna talk about that today. Just so you guys know, in the description down below, there is links with every single product that we have in this video, as well as a budget setup if you're balling on a budget. Make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video because I'm gonna give you two things that makes this audio setup go to the next level, baby. So the first part of the setup really starts with the signal chain. And what a signal chain is, it goes from your voice all the way into the system. And so I always like to start with that chain. Obviously, you gotta be there and you gotta speak into the mic. But what I have as a mic and what I'm running as a mic is a Shure Sm7B. This is a very popular microphone. It's a pretty expensive microphone, but it's a really high quality one as well. This microphone was used on Michael Jackson's Thriller and a whole bunch of other recordings and all that kind of stuff. But most importantly, it's used as a podcast and broadcasting microphone. And so I found that it would be perfect for streaming because of that exact reason. So I'm using a Shure Sm7B. What that does is it connects with something called an XLR cable, or a mic cable that will plug all the way into something else that's very, very important for a Shure Sm7B in particular. If you have another mic, you might not need this, but it's called a Cloudlifter. With the Cloudlifter and the GoXLR, I have seen some other videos where people say that you do not need the Cloudlifter for the Shure Sm7B. You will need it. I mean, you don't have to have it to have volume come through, but if you want it to sound good and professional, you absolutely need it. Now, there's a special kind of Cloudlifter that I found that is actually a little bit cheaper, but it works just the same. It's called a Dynamite Cloudlifter. It's in the links in the description. It's worked really great for me, and it's also just a little bit cheaper than the regular Cloudlifter that people use. So you're gonna plug that right into the XLR, straight into your GoXLR, or this is what I do. Maybe it's into another interface for you. But it's straight into the GoXLR, and then that goes straight into the computer. So the reason that I went with the GoXLR is because of all the different features that it has. You can separate channels for different things like game audio to music to voice chat, and then your mic as well. You have 4 different channels to really switch that up. But also you have a sampler where you can record things and play it back, or you can use it as like a soundboard. There's a whole bunch of creative possibilities of that I really, really loved, as well as effects. I use effects every single stream to make things sound bigger. When somebody subscribes, I'm like, oh shoot! Immortals with the Twitch Prime, dude! Before we get to these last 2 tips, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and also you can catch me on Twitch to ask me anything about this or just come say hi. I'm live Monday through Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. You can find that link down in the description below. Let's get right into these last 2 tips. All right, hello, we are now in the GoXLR software. Just so you guys know, when you're setting up your Sm7B, your Shure Sm7B, you're gonna want to make sure that that is on a condenser mic. So you'll go here, you'll click on it, condenser, and then you'll put it to the right gain. Right now it sounds a little bit quieter because whenever you go in here, it goes quieter. It's actually a dynamic mic, but the Cloudlifter makes it, you run it as a condenser. So run it there. And then what you're gonna do after that is you're gonna go to a noise gate. So this noise gate is basically whenever you're not talking, it'll turn off your mic. So no like signals coming through until it hits a certain threshold. So you'll go here, you'll see that it says like threshold. That's basically how much sound you need to make for it to like open up. All this other stuff is a little bit different. A lot of people, they just kind of keep it on here. You can copy some of these things that I do. I like to have low attack so it doesn't take long for it to unmute. And then release kind of goes a little bit longer so that it's not just like cutting off every single word I have. And I've got attenuation at 100%. The next thing that you're gonna want to check out, you can also always check out Equalizer as well. If you feel like there's too much bass, mid, or treble, you can even go into like the deeper end here. But the thing that I really want to talk to you guys about is a compressor. It's very important that you have a compressor on here. What this is going to do is it's gonna bring the low volume stuff that you have up, and then the top end in terms of like the high volume stuff will bring it down. So I kind of just have this, I think it's almost like, I think it's pretty much just the standard settings for the compressor. With those 2 things on, it'll make it sound like so much better. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video, and don't forget to catch me on Twitch, baby. We'll see you soon. Bye.